This presentation is going to give you a quick overview of the enrollment module in Caselli. To access the enrollment module, log into Caselli from your dashboard. Under the CRM tab, you'll click your down arrow and go to the enrollment module. The purpose of the enrollment module is to show you as an advisor all of the students that you are working with and steps that you need to take. So it's going to default to the Open tab, as you'll notice here, and everything that's listed on the Open tab is something that you need to take an action for this particular student. So you'll see over here under Next Step there are different actions that need to be taken. Let's take a look at a quick view of a diagram of the enrollment module. This diagram can be found in the knowledge base. Just click on under Caselli, the enrollment module. So this is showing you the tabs that you see at the top of your screen in Caselli and just a little bit of the flow, an explanation of the flow of what happens. Basically under the Open tab, everything here in yellow, things will keep coming back to the Open tab every time a new task needs to be accomplished. When you're assigned a student, they will show up under the Open tab with a next step of course enrollment. So you will do the course enrollment, send for approval, and then it's going to go over to the pending tab where it's waiting for approval. Once the parent approves it or requests changes, it's going to come back to the Open tab, and it will either say review and enroll in Moodle if the parent approved it, or it will say review comments if they want to make some changes. So if they make changes, you will just make those changes and send for approval again, sending it back to pending, and then it will come back to open. But once approved, your next step is going to be enroll in Moodle, which will send it, well actually, correction, your next step will be to create the warehouse order and then send it to Moodle. So then at that point it will go over to your enrollments in progress and then come back over to open at every 90 days so that you can check on their progress. We'll talk about that more later on, but just for you to get kind of a general idea of how the tabs and the enrollment module work. The Enrollments in Progress tab is where you've done everything you need to do. The student is doing their work. This is where you can get grades, generate progress reports, and at the end of the year send it to the transcript. So I'll show you quickly what that looks like in Caselli. We'll scooch you over a little bit to the Enrollments in Progress tab. So once a student's enrolled here, you can click on this Enrollments in Progress to view the courses that they're enrolled in, and also if you needed to unenroll them, you could do that here as well. This is also where you will add additional courses if you've needed, create a warehouse order for that additional course, retrieve grades from Moodle using this get grade item and putting it into one of these sections, quarter one or semester one, and then also create progress reports for families. So all of that is done from the Enrollments in Progress tab. That's going to be it for this introduction overview to the Enrollments module.